Good morning. Oh my goodness. I'm live for the first time ever on my channel. I've been live on other people's channels before, but never by myself on my own. Makes me nervous. There's already so many people here. Hi, everybody. Ooh, perfected bread recipe just out of the oven. Hi, Darla. Oh, you were here since Renee was since Renee was in her bouncy seat. Yeah, I was gonna ask how long you guys have been subscribed to me. That was one of my questions in my mind to ask. Yeah, I know Gary remembers Renee in the bouncy seat. All my kids have been in a bouncy seat, and a lot of them in that one same one that hung up in the walkway between the living room and the uh, dining room in our old house. We are out of the bouncy seat stage now in this house, so I don't have all of those baby memories at this house. We're kind of in a new era right now. 2018. Yep, Gary's been with me here from 2018. Hi, Marie from Roseburg. Oh, then when Renee got her glasses, let's see, that was like, let's see, she's almost 7 now, and that was when she was like 3. So that was 4 years ago. Oh my gosh. Time flies so fast. Ontario. Bunny from the Pacific Northwest. Yep, from the Pacific Northwest. Redding, California. Thank you for the congratulations. It was so exciting last night. I kind of had been eking along with my subscribers. They were up because some of my videos were getting promoted, like YouTube does. And I was getting more like 100, 200 a day. And then it kind of slowed down like right before I hit the 100,000. So I was getting like 50 to 70 per day. And then I posted Amy's Hawaiian sweet rolls recipe. And it was like, bam, a bunch of subscribers, like 100 a day at that point. And so that put me over the top. So thank you to Amy for that recipe. That was so fun to do. Oh, hi, Susan from Bandon. Gwen from Indiana. Let's see. Wow, there's 96 people here. That's amazing. I really didn't know what to expect because I've never gone live before. So 96. I was like, maybe there'll be like 10 or 15. That would be cool. Let's see. Alabama. Hi, Judy from Alabama. Iced tea for me from Grand Rapids, Michigan. Okay, so I'm curious, when you started following me, what uh, types of videos you found me through? Because my channel, I didn't name my channel like Keto Nili or Keto for Nili or Nili's Instant Pot recipe channel. I didn't do anything like that because my channel from the very beginning has been whatever I'm interested at the time. And I just kind of let it evolve as I evolve and as I see what people are interested in. So like when I started doing Instant Pot recipes, that's what really, made my channel take off. So I went with that. Of course, I love Instant Pot recipes and all of that. And so a lot of people started following me for that and not necessarily for anything health related. And then as I've transitioned back to more health related content, some people have left and then other people have joined because that's what they want. And they don't really even know that I did Instant Pot videos and stuff. So just curious. PSMF bread. Yep. That's the new direction of my channel, I guess. That kind of got me back into talking about health and nutrition because I started making the PSMF bread for my husband because he wanted to lower his carbs and he wanted to be able to take food with him. Like he eats in the truck a lot because he is a contractor and he's always going from job to job and he can't sit down with a knife and fork. So he needed something that he could just travel with. So that's when I really started making the egg white bread. I had given up really on keto baked goods. I was like, if I'm going to go keto or carnivore or whatever, I'm just going to eat, whole foods like meat, vegetables, whatever. And it was because of him that I started with the egg white bread. I mentioned it on a Costco haul video, and I got so many people asking to show how I make it. So I did that one PSMF bread, the original Maria's original recipe, with half fresh egg whites and half egg white powder, and that video just took off, and it kind of pushed me to start sharing more keto stuff and to open up more about where I was with my health journey, because I'd really stopped sharing that, and that's all history. And now that video is getting close to 700,000 views. So I'm wondering if it'll be my second video ever to get to 1 million views. That would be exciting. My first video to get to 1 million views was, it's always the most random things that, YouTube picks up or that go viral. It was a comparison of an Instant Pot versus a Kasori pressure cooker cooking a whole chicken. And it's now at 1.7 million views. And I'm like, okay, cool. That's not the video I would choose to show to 1.7 million people, but I guess if that's what YouTube wants to do. All right, I got to read some comments here. Oh, Barb, you found me through THM. That was another iteration in my journey where I was sharing a lot of like recipe review videos of the THM recipes. I learned a lot from doing THM and a lot of great recipe ideas. If you want like keto baked goods and you're okay with things like almond flour and oat fiber and stuff like that, THM is the place to find all those keto baked good recipes. They're excellent. Oh, Dr. Berry mentioned me on his live stream yesterday. That's so exciting. I'm going to have to go watch. Was it on his like the one he does by himself or the one he does with Nisha? I have to go look. I just feel like they are like the king and queen of keto. I just love them so much. I swear once we get close to the new baby berry being born, it's going to be like the Keto Royal Baby Watch. We're going to have to start a hashtag of hashtag Keto Royal Baby Watch. It's going to be so exciting. Oh, Amelia, you found me through Nisha. That's so cool. I watched them. I mean, I've watched them for a long time, and I wasn't sharing like health and nutrition and keto stuff for a long time. And there are a lot of reasons for that. But so I watched all these people and learned so much from them. So to actually have them know who I am now, so exciting. It's kind of surreal, actually. Okay, let's see. Strong and Encouraged. I think I started watching about the time of the PSMF bread and Instant Pot recipes. Yep, found you through PSMF. So amazing. Ooh. I saw someone say you found me through Kim Howerton. She's so wonderful. Let's see. Jack, you said you missed my Instant Pot videos. I did do some of the soup and bread of the week videos. I used my Instant Pot in some of them. And then in a lot of them, I used my new Instant Precision Dutch oven, which is not a pressure cooker, but I do still use my Instant Pot. If you look at my like meal prep videos, I will use more Instant Pots, do Instant Pot stuff there. But I went through the phase of doing all the Instant Pot videos, and that's what people were really interested in and looking for. And so my videos got a lot of views, and I just, after a while, it's like, that's not the trendy thing. And so I put out Instant Pot recipe videos, and I just get very little views on them. And as a YouTuber, it's like I do the things that I want to do. Like first and foremost, it's my channel, and it's not about making money or anything like that, even though I do make some money from it. That's not the primary focus of it. But as a YouTuber, you kind of just have to go with what people want. And I don't think it's necessarily what YouTube promotes. That might be a part of it, but YouTube promotes what people click on. So it's kind of, they're both, tied together. So when I put out a, egg white bread video and it, jumps 100,000 views in the first month or so. I'm like, well, obviously this is what people are interested in. Since I started posting the egg white bread videos and recipes, I think I've gotten somewhere like 25,000 subscribers since like last summer, the end of last summer. So I'm like, well, obviously that's what people are interested in. So I kind of just, go between what I want to do and what the people want. And that's where we're at. All right, let's see. Oh, hi, Risa. Risa is a longtime subscriber and she's amazing. And she has a YouTube channel. You need to go check it out, Risa's Cluttered Kitchen. And she experiments and does all kinds of fun cooking and baking. And she is just one of my favorite subscribers. Hi, Risa. All right. Oh, hi, Wendy. You say, I love seeing how you interact with your fabulous children. I agree. My children are very fabulous. I love them so much. Oh, M. Fraz, congratulations. I found you from Anita, Ketogenic Woman. Yeah, I love Anita. She is such an inspiration with her recipes. I love watching all of her stuff in the kitchen. I can't wait to see her new house. That is so exciting. We, some of you guys, I'm sure, are new, but and so you don't know this, but a year ago, almost exactly a year ago, we moved into this house. We had been in our other house in the city, a small starter home that we moved into when we had one child. And when we moved out, we had 5 children. And we just had definitely grown out of it. And so we moved out here to the country with our little micro homestead. I got some flack for calling it a farm at one point on one of my videos because they're like, having some chickens in the backyard doesn't count as a farm. And I was like, okay. We have a barn, some property, isn't that a farm? Anyways, so it was about a year ago that we moved in here. And let's see, I forget where I was going with that, but yeah. We moved in last year on St. Patrick's Day. We'll always remember the date of our moving into our new house because it was March 17th, St. Patrick's Day. Oh, Kelly, good question. You said, how did you come up with the name Indigo Nili? I started watching you way back when you were doing THM. So glad you're doing keto now. I am too. I love keto. Oh, I am drinking my coffee here, by the way. It's my dark roast with dairy-free creamer. All right, so the name Indigo Nili. So my first name is Nili, Nili, and it is a Hebrew word, a Hebrew name. So if you go to Israel, you'll meet more Nilis than you will here in the US. But it is a word that, this is from my understanding, and if anyone speaks Hebrew, you can feel free to correct me. But from my understanding, it's the name of a pea plant, like, peas like you eat, and the flower of the pea plant blooms in an indigo color, an indigo blue color. And so from my understanding, the word Nili is also used to describe that color of blue. So I've always used indigo just as like to switch out for my name, my first name Nili. And it just kind of happened. I did not start my YouTube channel on purpose. I never in a million years would have dreamed that I would ever be here with 100,000 subscribers. Because when I first started my YouTube channel, I think 11 years ago, it was just to stay in contact with a specific group of people that was doing a specific diet. It was never meant to be for the public. It was back before, vloggers were really a big thing. So I didn't even have that in my mind that I was going to be a vlogger or an influencer or anything like that. It was like we were just in this little group, little community, and we would make videos as we were doing this diet to give updates on how it was going for us and sharing our meals, and that's all it was. And I remember specifically not tagging my videos at all because I didn't want anyone else to see them. I only wanted them, to be for these specific people. And it was just through that I started doing it. Like I never would have started doing it if it wasn't for that. And then some of my recipes, started getting shared a little bit because it's a recipe. And then I just kind of started enjoying it, I guess, and very, very slowly started doing it more and just making it more into like a vlog style thing rather than just for that specific diet and that specific community. And then it was the Instant Pot videos that were the first ones to kind of go viral. And that's where I started getting more of a following. So, anyways, that's the story there of how I got started. I still am blown away that I am a YouTuber and that this is something that I do. I never like I don't have the personality to think, "Oh yeah, I'm just going to go put myself in front of the public and they're going to love me." Like I am an introvert. I have social anxiety. Like it's not something that I ever would have dreamed, but at the same time, like I am so happy that it kind of fell into my lap. And it's been so good for me, like to grow through a lot of those things, like the social anxiety piece and all that. And yeah, just grow as a person. So 154 people. Hi, guys. Let's see. Oh, the color blue in Hindi is Nili or Neela. I didn't know that. I will have to look that up. Interesting. I wonder if the languages are that closely related. That's interesting. Teresa, you say you made PSMF bread edible, no more styrofoam. Yeah, I was happy with the bread originally. Like you saw my videos, I ate it. I liked it. It was delicious. But then now that I've tweaked it and found how I really like it, just ways to make it a little bit more palatable and like the texture a little bit better. I can't go back to the original. I just can't. All right. Oh, Lance, you said you found me from once a month bulk cooking. Yeah, I did that for a long time. I was doing like trying to do once a month shopping and doing like freezer cooking and stuff like that. That was a journey. I don't do that quite so much anymore. Let's see. Older Pennsylvania OP, thank you so much for the super chat. I've never gotten a super chat before, you guys. This is exciting. It's the first one. Thank you. Bunny, you said you got a 8-quart Instant Pot. I love my 8-quart. That's like the perfect size for my family. I can make a dinner for the family and there still be leftovers. If I just use the 6-quart, it'd probably all get eaten. All right. Iced tea for me, you say you would call my home a farm. Oh yeah, you watched my organize and grocery list and planners. Yeah, I kind of dabbled in the whole planner world. I thought I might, get into the bullet journaling and making everything pretty, and it was really fun. I enjoyed it. I just didn't find that I had time for that. So I still am using a planner. Oh, I have it right here. This is the one I am using this year, Day Designer. I love it. I used a Day Designer last year, but they have like two different versions. One that's you can buy at Target and stuff, and it's a little lower quality, like lower quality paper and floppy cover and stuff. So I upgraded to the special one. I don't know. It's nice. I like it. This one's a daily planner. Oh, that's a weekend. On the weekends, it's a little bit different. This is a one day, so it has the whole checklist. It has your schedule on there. And then I have this top 3 up here. Izzy's trying to bust in. This is a top 3, and what I use this for my YouTube, where I put on the top one, what am I planning on filming today? What am I planning on editing today? And what am I planning on posting today? And I don't film, edit, and post a video every single day, but it's just a good, way for me to put it down on paper, what I have for my plan. Anyways, that's my planner for the year. I like it. And they have, this is the daily one, but they have a weekly spread one as well that's a little less intense. But this is my first year using a daily planner, and I actually really like it. All right, let's see. Mary Holt, you say you're still having the styrofoam issue. Could it be your egg white protein powder? That's a possibility. I haven't found a huge variation between the egg white protein powders. The main thing that I found that makes a difference is if you have a protein powder that has sunflower lecithin added, I find it takes twice as long to whip up. And then I don't know that it gets as thick. In my experience, I don't think it gets as thick as without the sunflower lecithin. So that's a possibility, but I'd have to know, like, what else you're trying in the egg white bread. What other add-ins have you tried? Because there's lots of different things you can try. And actually, I have a video coming sometime this week. It's already filmed, but it's my new best favorite loaf recipe. I got away from making loaves for a while because I got into doing all the buns and stuff, which I love, and they're amazing. But the loaves, I find I need to have a different kind of recipe. Like I want a different texture in the loaves because of the shape than I want in the buns. And I hadn't been playing with loaves until recently. And I found a combination of ingredients that I really, really like. So I'm really excited to share that soon. Hopefully, this coming weekend, I'll be able to get that out. But I also have all my giveaways, my 100,000 subscriber giveaways coming. So I have to get those in there too. There's so many things. And oh, I have to show you my t-shirt that I have on. This is one of the first sneak peeks of the giveaways. Redmond Relate t-shirt. I love it so much. So Redmond is giving a whole bunch of stuff to me to give away to you guys. And so that's exciting. So I still need to figure out like prize packets. I'm going to put together some like collections of things. And I think an electrolyte collection is going to be in order because I have t-shirts and then I have so many cool things to send. I wanted one of these so bad. Even though I don't need one, I wanted one. Oh. Ice, what do they call it? Ice shaker. So you know how the Relight, it's kind of difficult to dissolve, at first. If you let it sit for a minute, it's fine. But this has this little thing in here that helps it dissolve, and it's all stainless steel. I love it so much. All right. So I'm thinking like a prize packet that's going to have a t-shirt and an ice shaker with all the little packets of all the different flavors. It's going to be so exciting. Oh, Stacy, you said your husband's not keto, but he loves the egg bread. That makes me so happy. Whenever I can get my non-keto family to like something that's keto, it just makes me so thrilled. With the new egg white bread recipe that I'm going to be sharing soon, Charity and Renee have been making like cinnamon toast with it where they put butter on and cinnamon sugar, and they've been eating it and it warms my heart. Darla, thank you so much. Oh my goodness. So sweet. All right, let's see. Oh, worth a beat. You had a bad egg white protein powder. I haven't found one that's bad. It's just those issues with the sunflower lecithin that I've had, but you can get around those just by beating it longer, it seems like. It still works. It's just not as ideal. Yeah, so more about the giveaways. I'm gonna try to do like electrolyte bundle or prize pack. And then also I have some like keto goodies. And I know that not everyone wants to do the keto goodie thing and they're more, towards carnivore or really clean keto. So I was thinking of, having a separate prize pack that has the goodies in it so that those that aren't going to use those, you're not going to get it like together with other things. But RX sugar, They are on board. They're gonna donate some product. Perfect Keto. You guys probably saw the cereal review that the kids did. So Perfect Keto is gonna kick in some yummy cereal for treats. Oh, more stuff from Redmond. The seasoning gift pack. It has the seasoned salt, the onion salt, garlic salt, and then just the regular fine salt. I love this. It's so cute. Oh, you know what I want to get? I haven't gotten it yet, but I want to get the 3-pack shaker of the smoked salt. I have all 3 flavors in the bags, but now I want the shakers, and so I can just refill with the bags. But they just came out with that gift set. My husband tried the smoked salt. Like he saw it on the counter. He's like, "What is this?" And he tasted it, and he was like, "Oh my gosh, that is so incredible, so good." All right, let's see. The Sue Elaine, you asked, do you do a cookbook? So I did do a cookbook. I have a cookbook that has my name on it, and it's available on Amazon and wherever books are sold. It is not strictly keto. It is an instant pot cookbook, and it's specifically an instant pot mini cookbook. So it's designed for the 3-quart instant pot. So it's great for single people and couples that don't want a lot of leftovers. They so it's part of a series, and so the publisher approached me. Um, what is it, like 3 years ago now, and asked if I wanted to write this cookbook. And so it wasn't like I had full control over, making it a keto cookbook or not. They specifically wanted to have recipes that had rice and beans and stuff. In the title, it is the Healthy Instant Pot Mini Cookbook. And so, what does the word healthy mean? You kind of have to think through that. And for me, I think if you've watched my Wellness Wednesdays, you know that I think all foods can be healthy in certain contexts. And so I have no problem with making recipes that have rice or beans or something, because I think those are healthy foods for certain people, including my kids. They eat that kind of thing. So, what I was going to say, my train of thought there. I was going to say, in the cookbook, there was lots of places where I could put like variations and tips for how to change things or switch things up. So on a lot of recipes, first of all, are keto. I did put keto ones in there, and they're tagged as keto. We went back and forth about tagging them as low carb or as keto or whatever. I think we ended up tagging them as keto. And then also there are other recipes that aren't keto, but then I have a little note at the bottom about how to make it keto. So it's like every single recipe has some way in which it could be considered healthy, dairy free or grain free or keto. We had the tag of vegetarian. I got them to drop. They wanted to do, at first they were thinking about doing vegan and vegetarian tags. And I said, let's just do vegetarian tags if it's a vegetarian recipe. And then we also have dairy free. So it's pretty easy to see what's vegetarian and what's vegan just with those. Because I just really didn't want the focus to be on the vegan or vegetarian and have that be a big part of it. But definitely all the keto recipes are marked as keto. Iced tea for me. Thank you so much for the super chat. Ooh, I love the little pear. All right. So anyways, so yes, I have a cookbook. It's not exactly like, if you've watched my videos just over the last few months, it may not be exactly what you're looking for, but it does exist. Maybe someday I'll write a keto cookbook. I can't say for certainty that that'll happen. It was one of those experiences where I was like, I'm so glad that I did it. It was an incredible experience just to go into Barnes and Noble and find my cookbook on the shelf is just really surreal. But it's not, I found that it wasn't like the path that I really wanted to go down long term, especially using the ingredients that I needed to use to make that cookbook. If I was offered a cookbook deal where it was more, ketovore, and I could kind of stay true to the foods that make me feel the best and write a cookbook, I don't know. I'd really have to think about that. That would be a possibility. Teresa, thanks. Yes, everyone hit that thumbs up button. I would love it. So I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I I can't say never, but I almost never say on my videos, like, subscribe, hit the bell, smash that like button. I don't say that on my videos. And my thought behind that has always been, you guys are here on YouTube. I assume you know how it works. And so I've never felt the need to say that. I don't know, maybe I would have been at 100,000 subscribers way sooner if I had told you guys all to subscribe every single video. I don't know, but that's just fun fact. I did it a couple of times in videos early on. And after a while, I was just like, that just feels weird. And so I stopped doing it. All right. Yes. Writing a cookbook is a lot of work. I'm sure Jeffrey from Pressure Luck Cooking knows how much work that is. That's what he's gotten into. That's awesome. All right, let's see. 181 people. Hi everybody. Let's see. Oh, Sky, you appreciate that I don't say that. Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear that. Because it's nothing against anybody that does say that, because everyone says that, and there's nothing wrong with it. And it is kind of funny to wonder, like, if I had, what would have happened. Can't go back and find out now, but it's just one of those things. Oh, Brenda, you had to subscribe again. That's so weird. Yeah, YouTube is so strange. And I was sure, like, getting up to that 100,000 mark, that they were going to do a sweep, at some point. Every once in a while, they'll come in and do a sweep. And they're sweeping out like bots and different things. So it's not even real subscribers, but it is depressing when your subscriber count goes down by like 2 or 300. Hi, Lisa. I'm so glad you caught this live. Thank you for the congratulations. All right, Kelly, you're asking, does your mom live with you? I bet she is a big help. Would she ever be in your videos? She's been, in my videos before. There was a taste test we did Christmas a year ago. So a year ago Christmas, and I remember that she gave her opinion on the truffle flavor of the year. But you'll see her, in the background sometimes. She does live with us. She moved in about a year and a half ago when we were at our old house. That's another reason why we really needed to move to somewhere bigger. And also her moving in with us and, bringing her income helped us to be able to buy this house. So it's been a huge blessing. And yes, she does help a lot. She does a lot of schoolwork with the kids. So we homeschool, and my mom homeschooled me and my siblings. I have 5 siblings. We were all homeschooled all the way through. And then after we all grew up and moved out, she became a public school teacher. So apparently she hasn't had enough yet. And so she helps with the kids. So we kind of split up the subjects. And so she's teaching Renee to read and all these fun things. So she is a really, really big help. Okay, Patty, you're asking, which is your current favorite bread? I have a video coming this weekend, hopefully this weekend, that will have my current favorite recipe, and it's new. It's a new combination of ingredients that I've already shown, but it's just a new combination that I really, really like. It's got nice big air bubbles, but then it's also not eggy, and it's also very soft, and it has butter powder in it, and it's really, really delicious. So that's coming soon. It's already filmed. I just need to edit it. Thanks again for all the congratulations. Sky, you say you advance the videos by 30 or 45 seconds to avoid that. Yeah, there's a lot where I don't do an intro either. Like, typically, I mean, every once in a while I'll do like an intro for that specific video that has clips from that video, but I've never put together like a regular intro that I put on all my videos. I've never felt like I needed to, and I just haven't. Worth a beat, you're less likely to comment and like if they tell you to. Rebel. I feel that way too. I'm that way with clickbait, where if it's obviously a clickbait title, like out of principle, I don't click on it. And so I've never gotten into the whole clickbait thing on YouTube. And it's hard because that's like the way that you get views. Like it really is. If your thumbnail and your title isn't compelling enough for someone to click on it, they're going to have no way of knowing, all the amazing content that's in that video. So it's really tempting to put these really flashy, attention grabbing titles. And I understand it. And I don't think badly of anybody who does it, but it just has never felt right for me. So I have not done that, like the I'm quitting YouTube title, or, I don't know. They're just, my philosophy is if I have something amazing in the video, then it's honest to put an amazing title on it. But I want when people click on the video to not be disappointed. Like I want what I title it to actually advertise what's there. So they click on it and they're like, oh, that was worth the click. And that's just how I've always approached it. I could have been at 1 million subscribers by now if I had done the clickbait thing. Not really, I'm just kidding. Yeah, you won't believe what I bought at Costco today. Yeah, I will. I know it's at Costco. Yeah, and I'm totally that rebel where I'm like, if you're gonna clickbait me, I'm gonna not click on you. But apparently I'm in the minority because those videos get tons and tons of views. You're asking, and you told me your name. Um, you told me your name. What was it? It was something beautiful. Anyways, you're asking about my religious affiliation. So my name is Hebrew, and my heritage on my mom's side is Jewish, and the Jewish lineage passes through the mother. And so my mom and her mom and her mom, they're all Jewish. So officially, I'm Jewish by blood. My dad is German and other things, so I'm kind of a mix there. But I am a Christian, and I don't keep that a secret by any means. But my channel is not necessarily where I talk a lot about it. I just um, live my life in front of you guys, and if anybody's interested, they can message me. TJ, you say, what grabbed me with your channel was the fact that you're very down to earth and love to experiment with recipes. Yeah, that's me. I I don't have the time or the energy to not be down to earth, I think. Some people work really hard to be perfect, and put on this perfect show, which I really respect because that takes a lot of work, but I just don't have time for that. All right, how long have we been on here? Oh, 38 minutes, I see. This is all new to me. My first live. Okay, let's see. Vessel of Mercy, that's what it was. I love that. All right. Let's see. Worth a beat, you said you use whole egg yolk powder. Are you the one that asked about the still having the issue with the styrofoam? Because what I found is if you use the whole egg or yolk powder, you don't have to use both, but if you use that, the more that you add, the less styrofoamy the texture, like the less tight the bubbles. So if you're still getting a styrofoam texture and you're adding whole egg powder or yolk powder, then maybe add a little bit more and try increasing it. I found that the more you increase it, the bigger the bubbles will get, but the more eggy the texture will get. So there's a delicate balance there. Clay Crazy 51, please no clickbait. I watch all your videos, but would hesitate to click on obvious clickbait titles. That stuff really irritates me. Just keep being you. Yep, no plans to change on that. Apparently, it's working out okay. I love when you put your children in your videos. Yeah, they're so fun. I love the sitting on the porch videos. It's so relaxing with a cup of coffee. Yep, I've been enjoying those too. So nice. Yeah, Kelly, the last recipe was from Amy over at Carnivore's Angel, and I've experimented with using like fresh yolks in my bread, but I didn't really care for it. I liked the yolk powder better. But then when I did Amy's recipe that had 5 egg yolks, that was really good. Those were really tasty. I don't think it would work as well like for like a big loaf or bigger buns or baguettes because they do sink. But when they were the small buns, it worked out really well. And they're really good. I even didn't mind the nutritional yeast that much, especially after they sat in the fridge, overnight, and when I had them, like, with, bacon and eggs, like, as a breakfast sandwich. It was really good. Terry, say you loving the Wellness Wednesdays. Thanks for sharing what you're learning. Always sharing. I did Wellness Wednesdays way back, like, when I was doing THM. That's when I started back, I started with Tangi, of Freedom Homestead. She had a different channel name back then, but she was doing Wellness Wednesdays, and I don't know if any of you guys will remember these ladies. I'm sure some of you do. Just So Trish, so being SEW because she sewed. They would do Wellness Wednesdays, and I jumped on the bandwagon with them way back then. And they both have done keto. They've both done THM, and they've like we all do, going back and forth with different diets and stuff. But that's how I started my Wellness Wednesdays. And then I stopped. Well, I take that back. I did Wellness Wednesdays through my pregnancy. I forget which pregnancy. I think with Levi. I have a whole, pregnancy of Wellness Wednesday pregnancy updates. And then I stopped for a long time, and there were a lot of reasons for that. Um, I talked a little bit on my last Wellness Wednesday about like trying my carnivore experiment and then getting the cookbook deal and kind of putting the carnivore thing on the back burner. So I shared a little bit on Wellness Wednesdays about the carnivore experiment, and then I went to do the cookbook. And so I took those videos down because I wasn't going to continue with that at that point. I was doing the cookbook. Um, and then it's like, I kind of felt like I could go either direction of just going down the road of instant pot recipes, just, regular recipes, because I was getting that's basically what my cookbook was. And that's what I was getting the most traffic for, up to that point. And who's there? Oh, I think Izzy's trying to bust in the door again. She's so bad about that. Um, anyways, so I was kind of at a crossroads, and then it was when I posted the egg white bread recipe that kind of pushed me over the edge towards sharing more keto recipes. And apparently that worked out. Up until that point, whenever I had shared keto recipes, I really didn't get a huge response. They were some of my least viewed videos. And so I was kind of discouraged about that and not wanting to really put a lot of energy into keto recipes. But then it was when I started getting noticed because of the egg white bread that now people are interested in my keto recipes. So it's kind of all worked out. Strong and encourage, you say you love seeing the kids and the pets. Yeah. So Izzy is busting in the door, but Poe, you guys that have been around for a while, Poe, and there's some sad news going to be coming about him soon. Oh, I don't know if I can talk about it right now, but he's not doing well. His health has really, really gone downhill over the last year. He's basically in heart failure right now, and we do have a date on the calendar of when he's going to be put down. So everyone's working through that. We're still trying to enjoy every last minute we have with him, but that's going to be coming soon. So I'm sure I'll be sharing more about him and about you know, like looking back on life with our Poe. We love Poe. Becky, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Oh, he's been such a good dog. We've had him he's almost 10 years old, and we got him when he was a puppy, just like 8 weeks old. It was he was the perfect dog. We just had, Autumn and Talia at that point. Talia was a year and a half old. So most of the kids, like, they don't remember a time without Poe. Yeah, poor Poe. We love him, but, you gotta do the right thing at the right time and just continuing on when it's obviously the time has passed is yeah, anyways. Thank you, Nikki, for the super chat. Ugh, didn't wanna bring everything down at the end of the live. Let's see. I had things I was gonna ask. Oh, I wanted to show you, um, I showed you the Redmond stuff and RX Sugar and Perfect Keto, and then also, um, Keto Chow sent a bunch of stuff to give away. So these are like starter packs with a bunch of different flavors and the bottles. I love their shaker bottles. Those are so cool. I'm so glad I have one of those. So I have 5 of them to give away. So a lot of people will get those. Oh yeah. Jen, yeah, that's encouraging to hear. I mean, it's so sad, but yeah, you got to do it at the right time. It's no point in extending their suffering when it's unnecessary. And we'll remember him the way that, he always was obsessed with food. Oh, he loves food so much. Mary, thank you so much for the super chat. You guys are so sweet. Oh, over 200 people here. Man, maybe I should just keep going. I was going to wrap it up here, but still getting people coming in. Oh, let's see. Have you ever made Bugsy Buns asks, have you ever made the keto spaghetti noodle recipe made with eggs, keto Asian flavors? I have not, but I have all of the ingredients. I ordered them quite a while back and I just haven't had the wherewithal to do it. It seems kind of overwhelming. Um, yeah. And I don't want to do it until I'm ready to, film it and do an experiment for you guys. And I just have not gotten to it, but I want to. I hear amazing things about it. I watched Anita's experimenting with it and that it looked really good. Oh, Becky Morgan, you said YouTube suggested me during the PSMF, like making the bread, I assume. Um, Thank you so much for watching. Let's see. Ooh, W Kip. I'm thinking about adding some beer as part of the liquid in my egg white bread. I have thought about that, and I think it probably would work out fine because there's no fat in beer. Of course, there's carbs, so you'd have to be okay with that. But yeah, you could make like a beer bread. I've been working on that batter recipe, like I showed you in my food prep video from last week, making that orange chicken or sweet and sour chicken, not orange chicken. And I was thinking a beer batter would be really good, but I I don't know about the carbs. It'd be a little much, but it'd be good. Maybe some beer flavor if you really are into that. Let's see. Turbo Jones, Serious Keto. Serious Keto. Steve from Serious Keto is awesome. I love him. He said I commented on his video yesterday and he replied saying that he is going to do some more of his keto interviews and he'd like to interview me and he's going to be in touch. So that's exciting. It's out of my comfort zone as an introvert, but I'm trying to break through. So here we go. Yeah, Debbie, the viral noodles are easier to make than it looks. You can make fun variations. Yeah, that's what I imagine. It's kind of like the egg white bread where it's very overwhelming to think about doing it, but then once you jump in and you do it, it's not really that hard. Just have to get over that initial. hump. And that's what I need to do, and I haven't been able to do it yet. Let's see, Back Home With Me says beer has gluten. Yeah, some do. Obviously, there's some that are gluten-free. I've never been a beer drinker, so I'm not experienced with beer at all, but I know there's gluten-free ones, and I'm sure there's low-carb ones now too that you could try and just get the flavor. Yeah, so some people, in keto will use things like vital wheat gluten and stuff in their recipes. Um, and because it is a protein, it's low carb. So if you're doing keto only based on carb count, then there's no problem with that. But then a lot of us find that we have sensitivities outside of just carbohydrates and can't do things like that. So for me, wheat and gluten is a no-go. Celiac disease runs in my family. My sister and my mom have it, and I don't have it, and I don't have the gene to be able to get it. Like I got tested, which is actually amazing because my parent has it, so it seems like I would be very likely to have the gene, but I don't. So I'm very thankful for that. But I know that just with my genetics, it's not something that's going to be good. Brenda, yes, an interview with Serious Keto would be awesome. I'll be looking forward to it. Yeah, it'll be cool. He's such a cool guy. I love his experimentation, and I loved his video that he did just a couple days ago. I think that was about pragmatic keto. I love that so much. The dogma, the keto dogma, all the diet dogma is so frustrating because it's so religion based. Like keto is a religion, which it's not. But yeah, oh yes, Sylvia, you're saying Steve said he's an introvert too. I heard him say that and I was like, yes, because he was talking about going to a keto conference, thinking about going to a keto conference and how it makes him nervous or whatever. It's because he's an introvert. And I'm exactly the same way. I was thinking about trying to go to KetoCon in Austin in July. Is anybody going to be going? I'd love to hear. I still haven't decided. I have family in Austin, so I could go visit family. But I, it makes me nervous just to even think about it. Like if I were to go to a conference, like that's no big deal. But to go to a conference where a certain percentage of the people will know who I am and want to come up and talk to me, that's like terrifying. uh, Sylvia, you're an introvert too. Yeah. Introverts unite separately in your own home behind your computer screen. Lynette, Lynette, hi from Keto Chow. You'll be at KetoCon. Yeah, it would be so fun. I also have the hurdle of 5 children to overcome to be able to make it, but it would be really fun. I have a little niece. I have a little niece in that lives in Austin who I've not met yet. She is almost 2. Oh my gosh, she's almost 2 and I haven't met her, but yeah, I'm really tempted. But we'd have to farm out the kids. 2 people. Uh Yeah, I love Steve from Serious Keto. He's awesome. Worth a beat. I'm all for meeting people until I have to leave my house. Yep. Well, see, I'm making a big step by doing this live because I'm meeting you here, but I'm still in the comfort of my own home. Oh, Tray Food Deluxe Incorporated. Hi from Clackamas. You're neighbors to us. All right. W Kip says any planner videos coming. Absolutely love those and get so many ideas from your planner videos. I don't have any videos planned. I had wanted to do like a planner video at the beginning of the year to show my planner for the year. That it was just one of the things that didn't end up happening. There's a lot of those around here. But I don't know if you were here for this whole video, but I did show my planner in this video. So if you didn't see that, you can go back. I'm not doing anything fancy at all. It's very just, business. Just making my to-do list. And I have found that it's really helpful to plan out my day by hour, or at least an idea of it. I'm a stay-at-hhome mom. I work from home, so I, have flexibility, but to be intentional with my time is important because it's easy to get distracted by something and then forget that you have all these other things that need to be done. Iced tea for me, you're into uniting at home? Yes. Yes, unite separately. Oh, yeah. Levi, Linda says you love listening to Levi. Oh my gosh. He is a trip. I do not understand. I do not understand how his brain works, but I love it. I've told my husband that having a son, because we have 4 daughters, had all them first, and then we have our last is a son, and he is almost 4 years old now, so I'm 4 years into being I'm 17 years into being a mom, but I'm only 4 years into being a boy mom, and what I found is that I'm learning so much about men by having a son that I never knew, and I'm so thankful for that. Oh, man. Because he's like the most boy you could ever meet. Oh, he got it in his head that, awesome things are for boys and pretty things are for girls. So if like one of his sisters offered him something, they said, "Here, you can have this sticker or whatever," and he's like, "Oh no, it's too pretty for me. It's not awesome." Okay. Uh, okay, Mary, you're asking, do you prefer your Dutch oven over your Instant Pot? No, I don't prefer one over the other. I think they're both amazing for different purposes. So, the Instant Pot is great for quick if you want to, make a soup and not have it take all day. But sometimes recipes taste great when you cook them all day long in the Dutch oven. So it really depends on, how much time you have and then just the type of recipe. Like my Instant Pot I use for boiling eggs. I'm not going to do that in my Dutch oven. It's a totally different recipe. So yeah, I don't prefer one over the other. I really like both of them. And the Dutch oven, that's the instant Dutch oven that has the base, it works as a slow cooker too. Um, so it's like I have an instant pot pressure cooker and a slow cooker. And the instant pot has a slow cook function, but it's terrible. I do not recommend the slow cook function on the instant pot. Karen, hi, what did I miss? Sorry, I'm late. Well, let me just go over the whole hour that we just had. Just kidding. Yeah, you can definitely watch the replay when this is over. All kinds of fun has been had. Oh, Tray Food Deluxe. Yeah, if you see me, definitely say hi. I'll try not to be frightened. I have gotten noticed or, said hi to uh, 5 or 6 times in the last few years, and it's always so fun. Like, I love it. But I always, like, don't know what to say, it's so crazy. And don't be frightened if some Asian lady fangirls over you, okay? Thank you for the heads up, I appreciate that. Yeah, it's always fun. Lynette, thank you so much for the super chat. I will do my best to keep being awesome. Although, if Levi was here, he would say, "No, she's not awesome, she's pretty. Girls can't be awesome. Girls are pretty." Judy, you say you have 6 boys. Oh my goodness, respect. Your animals are all female to balance it out. Yeah, so when we got Poe, we got a boy dog so Jeff would have somebody, And then now we have Izzy that's a girl, but that was after Levi came, so now we can go, either way. But yeah, Jeff did need his little boy dog, although he was fixed, so we always joke that it's not quite the same thing. 243. 240. 3 people left. Uh, Casey Texan, thank you for not begging for subscriptions and useless intros and clickbait. Oh, please remind to like the video because sometimes you forget. Yeah, I might try to do that. I just Yeah. One more thing. Cause so when since I do my YouTube channel just kind of for fun, and it's not like a business, like I didn't set out like with a 5-year plan and like I'm gonna do this and this. It just kind of happened and I just kind of do the next thing that has come along that has been available. It's like I just don't think of like doing those things. I don't know. It works because I feel like I haven't had the pressure to, make it something incredible. It just it is what it is, and it turns out that it's incredible, so I'm happy. Oh, Haley, you say, "You're a new subscriber and ask if I want more kids." Answer to that is nope. No, I am happy. I am very happy, and with every one of my kids up until Levi, I have always known that I wanted to have at least one more. Like, I never had a solid number in mind of how many I really wanted, but it was like every time I'd have one, I'd be like, "Yeah, I'm not done." Until Levi. When I was pregnant with Levi, it started, and I was like, "This is it. This is the last one. I'm done. This is it." And I'm really happy about that because I was worried that I was always gonna want one more, and eventually you do have to stop, but, I didn't. It ended up taking care of itself. Yes, I love Levi too. He is very awesome. Very awesome. Awesome is his favorite word. Everything is awesome. W. Kip, when you say you have 2 or 3 coffees in a day, how many ounces are those coffees? I have my Keurig set at 10 ounces. So that would be 3 10-ounce cups of coffee if I have them all for my Keurig. Sometimes I go to Starbucks and sometimes I use my what's it called? Instant pod with the espresso pods. And that's sometimes a little less, but typically it's the 3 10-ounce. All right. Oh, Rebecca, you're asking, how do you store all of your kitchen appliances? So I should show you that sometime in my kitchen and do some kind of a tour. But I have some big industrial, like silver shelves, wire shelves, and I have them. My kitchen's kind of weird. I thank you, Casey Texan. Thank you. Oh, and I will thank my mom. Yes, she might be watching. So anyway, so I have the silver industrial shelves. It's like a pretty tall one, and I have them all lined up on there. My KitchenAid, the blue one that I showed you guys that I got for Christmas, is on the counter, and it's pretty much permanently on the counter now. Um, and then I have another separate area where I have coffee that's not on the counter. My kitchen is weird. I've got the kitchen, and then we have. So this house was built in 19 or 1915. It's very old. And so there's the original kitchen, and then they put an addition on that is the current kitchen. So I have the original kitchen that's just a room, and then I have my kitchen. So in the original kitchen, I have the shelf set up, and I have the coffee set up, and all of those things. So it's yeah, I'll have to show it to you guys sometime. Oh, let's see. Oh, worth a beat. This is a good time for you. Yeah. So I can almost never catch lives that are in the evening because that's like when the family time is happening and my husband's home, I'm making dinner. But I love catching lives in the morning, and especially on weekday mornings because I'm a stay-at-home mom, so I know it doesn't work for a lot of people that have the 9 to 5 job. But for me, it's like a Tuesday morning is a great time to have a live. So maybe if I get comfortable with this, we can make it a regular thing, some kind of a morning. You guys can let me know what times generally work best for you guys. Can you do air fryer recipes from Keto Mama? I do have a playlist called Air Fryer Fun that has a bunch of recipes. Not all of them are keto. I have like my kids did a air fryer granola and stuff. But I think a lot of them are keto because I tend to cook a lot of meat in my air fryer. All right, let's see. Any more pressing questions I need to answer quickly before we hop off here because we've already been on an hour. H says traditional chocolate mousse uses whipped cream. Oh, no, not whipped cream. Whipped egg whites. So I assume it will be adaptable to PSMF. Has anyone given that a shot? A lot of chocolate mousse uses whipped cream, which is why my brain went there. Um, so yeah, you'd have to work to make it lower fat because usually mousse has a lot of fat. But of course, Maria Emmerich has the boiled egg pudding. It's not exactly a mousse, but it's a pudding. And then there are lots and lots of egg puddings out there. Let's see. Let's see. All right. Oh, thank you, Susan. Thank you so much for the super chat. All right, Sylvia, you said weekdays in the morning are perfect. That's great. That's great. All right. Oh, how's the house coming along? From Ryan. Um, so it's a work in progress, but we're making progress, which is good. It's not at a standstill. My husband is working on the basement. He's getting ready to put the bathroom in. He did all the framing. He's been working on the electrical and getting sheetrock up. And now he's got to put in the bathroom. He just got all the tile. He had it set aside in the garage. He brought it in the house now. So we have this beautiful black, like hexagon tile that he's going to put in. It looks really cool. A lot of stuff has gone on outside because his friend let him, he worked out with his friend who owns an excavator to store his friend's excavator, if I can say that, for the winter. So he had like 4 months where we were storing this excavator and we're able to use it on whatever we wanted to. And so he did all kinds of stuff like cutting a path up the hill, and we made a turnaround driveway over the creek. So he like made a bridge over the creek, and there's so many things. I want to do a spring farm tour and update and show you guys all of the things that are going on, especially when the cherry tree starts to bloom, which will be really soon, because that's really beautiful. So I'm gonna do that soon. But we are making progress. Definitely not done, and probably won't be done for a long time, but progress is good. All right. Oh, so Rose, I gave an update about Poe a little bit ago in this video, and it's not happy news. He's not doing well. He and Izzy never really meshed completely. Izzy is just a love bug and loves to play, and she loves to play rough. And Poe wants no part of it whatsoever. So Poe gets really upset and tries to attack her when she tries to pounce on him. And so that's been an issue. And then also Poe's health is very, very bad. And we actually have a date on the calendar for him to get put down, which is so tragic and sad. And I don't even want to say it. But that is the reality of it. So anyways, there will be more about him, and we will, do a video about his life and all the cute pictures of him when he was a puppy. And my husband is making a gravestone for him, and he is composing a poem to read at his funeral. So, all kinds of things. Thank you, Robin, for the congratulations. Oh, Sharon, you said my husband should do YouTube videos on the renovations. Yeah, he wants to start a YouTube channel. He's wanted to start a YouTube channel for a long time, but he's such a perfectionist that he wants everything to be in place before he does it. And I'm totally the opposite, where I'm like, let's just dive right in and figure it out as we go along. And so, you know, that's where we're at. And so he doesn't have a YouTube channel, but he has some great ideas. It'd be really cool. And but I'll try, and I have tried to show, things as they're going along. Okay, let's see. I think we're going to go ahead and wrap it up there. Thank you so much for everyone who stopped by. I am seriously overwhelmed by the amount of people that are here. I was like, I'm going to get on and there's going to be like 10 or 15 people, and I guess that'll be cool. But there are over 200 of you. That is so cool. Yeah. Thanks so much for hanging out this morning. Thanks for all of the congratulations. And I'll say what I always say, which is see you again in another video. Bye, guys.